That news story you shared last week, the one with compelling expert interviews and emotional eyewitness accounts, leaked documents just confirmed that 5 AI agents wrote 92% of it. And you're not alone, over 2.3 million people believed it was real. This isn't your typical deepfake or bot farm situation. We're talking about autonomous AI systems that can create entire information ecosystems from scratch. Here's why this leak changes everything about how you consume news, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself starting today. The leaked intel comes from a whistleblower inside Cognition Dynamics, a defense contractor that's been testing what they call narrative generation systems since 2024. These aren't just chatbots, they're AI agents with specific roles. The fact weaver, the voice generator, the emotion engineer, the social amplifier, and the credibility validator. But here's the scary part. The test story wasn't about politics or elections. It was about a local environmental issue in Portland, something small, believable, designed to fly under the radar while they perfected their system. And it worked flawlessly. Let me break down how sophisticated this operation was. The fact weaver AI scraped 847 real environmental reports to create a fictional but plausible contamination scenario. It didn't make stuff up. It remixed real data points from different locations and timeframes to create something that felt authentic. Then the voice generator created 12 different expert personas: environmental scientists, local officials, concerned parents, each with unique writing styles, professional backgrounds, and even social media histories going back years. These weren't cardboard cutouts, they had depth, contradictions, and believable expertise. But wait, it gets worse. The emotion engineer analyzed 50,000 viral news stories to understand exactly which emotional triggers make people share content. Fear mixed with hope, anger tempered with actionable solutions, personal stakes combined with community impact. The social amplifier then deployed across 12 platforms simultaneously, not just the obvious ones like Twitter and Facebook, but Reddit, Nextdoor, local news comment sections, and even LinkedIn. Each platform got content optimized for its specific audience and algorithm. Here's the part that kept me up last night, the credibility validator. This AI monitored reactions in real time and adjusted the story to address skepticism before it could spread. Someone questions the science, boom, a new expert emerges with peer-reviewed citations. Someone wants local verification, here's a concerned neighbor with photos. Success metrics are terrifying. 2.3 million people engaged with the content, 340,000 shares across all platforms, 15,000 people signed a petition about this non-existent issue. Local news stations started investigating. The Portland City Council received 200 calls demanding action. But here's what really matters for you right now. Traditional fact-checking failed completely. Snopes, PolitiFact, even investigative journalists couldn't immediately identify this as AI-generated because the individual facts were technically true, just recombined in misleading ways. So how do you protect yourself? First, watch for emotional perfection. Real news is messy, contradictory, incomplete. If a story hits all your emotional buttons perfectly while providing convenient solutions, that's a red flag. Second, check the expert network. Real experts have long histories of disagreement, evolution in their thinking, and connections to other real people. AI-generated experts often have suspiciously consistent viewpoints and isolated professional networks. Third, look for the verification gap. Real breaking news has verification delays, conflicting early reports, and evolving details. AI-generated stories often launch with suspiciously complete information and perfectly aligned sources from day one. But the biggest defense: source diversity. Don't just check if multiple outlets are covering the story, check if they're adding genuinely new information or just resharing the same core narrative. AI agents excel at creating the illusion of independent confirmation. Now here's what this means for the next election cycle, for your job, for every major decision you make based on news. If 5 AI agents can fool millions with a test story about local environmental issues, imagine what 50 agents could do with unlimited resources targeting national politics. The leaked documents reveal that Cognition Dynamics isn't the only player. At least 6 other companies and 3 nation-state actors are developing similar systems. This isn't coming, it's already here. The Portland story was just the public beta test. Companies are scrambling to respond. OpenAI just announced $50 million for AI content detection research. Meta is implementing new verification systems. But here's the problem, they're always going to be one step behind the generators. The solution isn't just technical, it's behavioral. We need to fundamentally change how we consume information. Slower, more skeptical, more diverse in our sources. The price of instant belief just became too high. But here's the twist that nobody's talking about yet. The same leaked documents reveal that Cognition Dynamics is now testing AI agents that can detect other AI-generated content. They're literally creating both the weapon and the shield, controlling both sides of the information war. This changes everything about how we think about truth, trust, and information in the digital age. The question isn't whether you've been fooled by AI-generated content, it's how many times and whether you realized it. Start questioning everything, verify independently, and remember, if a story feels perfectly designed to confirm your existing beliefs, that might be exactly what it is. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily AI and tech news updates, because in a world where 5 AI agents can fool millions, staying informed isn't just smart, it's survival.